Hello, welcome to Healing Inspiration. I am Ramona, and today's reading is What Self-Care Do You Need to Do? So I have 3 piles for you. The timestamps will be in the description box. I will introduce the piles and put that timestamp there as well. I also have a giveaway, so if you would like to enter that, you can follow those instructions. If you could donate to my channel, a gift of any amount would be appreciated. I also do private personal readings, and if you're interested in that, you can email me at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com. And yeah, all that information is in the description box, and I'll introduce your piles and get into your reading. For pile 1, we have this bracelet. I forget what it's called. The stone. White something, kind of obviously. Right? And then we have pile number 2 is the tiger's eye bracelet. And then pile number 3 is the rose quartz bracelet. So go ahead and choose your pile or piles and we'll get into your reading. Just a warning before we get into your reading, I'm going to use the Rebel deck, which does have some swears in it, and it's a little bit rude and sarcastic depending on how you look at it. I do feel like it has good advice and it's kind of my kind of humor, but if that offends you, that's going to be in this reading. I won't be using it in every reading, but I'll let you know when I do. So if you chose pile number 1, this white bracelet, this is your reading, and this is what self-care do you need to do? From the Self-Care Oracle deck, we have card number 40, Pleasure. Next, we have card number 53, Use Your Hands. And then card number 3 is card number 39, Plan a Vacation. From the Island Time Wellness deck, we have Wedding Rings, Union, Wedding, Married, Soul Connection, Eternal Love, Everlasting Promise. Next is the Dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. And then from the Rebel deck, one I warned you about, this is don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone. You need some effing time alone, and you know why. Next, we have Love. And this says, get some, give some. It will cheer your ASS up. From the Light Seers Tarot deck, you have the 6 of Pentacles, the Sun, you have the Fool, and the 8 of Swords. From the Keepers of the Light Oracle, we have Saint Germain, Karma Releasing. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Next, we have Hope, Love and Acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. From the Magical Spell deck, we have card number 2, Abundance. Goddess of Abundance Divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. And then we have Love, card number 1, Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. From the Universal Love Oracle deck, we have Abundance. And then finally we have the Golden Path. All right, to start out with, I thought this was excuse me, a little bit funny. We have pleasure and use your hands. I realize she's doing pottery. But I'm feeling here that you, and if you can take a look at the images, you can kind of get a feel for what this is saying to you. But if you have a partner, or not, I think physical touch and physical pleasure is going to be very important for you. Massage, you know, if you have a massager or something like that, or, you know, if you're going to pleasure yourself, I think this is actually encouraging you to use your hands, not tools. Use your imagination and maybe do some like sex magic. If you don't know how to do that, you can look up how to do sex magic, and it can help to awaken Kundalini energy. Actually, it takes you the closest at orgasm. You're the closest to like no resistance as you are in your body. Also, if you're working to manifest, if you're not comfortable with that, that's fine. You can do massage or rub in oils, different things like that for yourself. Or if you have a partner, you can have them do that. But I think in other ways, Spirit is saying to use your hands to actually physically like touch earth, because we have the abundance card, and she's naked and holding this tree. She's actually getting intimate with the physical reality, like to actually touch material things that different textures, like really get into it. If you do have a hobby, like thinking clay, or if you want to make slime, or freaking play in a water table or a sandbox or something, like to have different textures, I'm feeling, to physically touch them. You can go walk in grass, walk on the beach, walk in the woods. I'm guessing if you walk in the woods, I probably wouldn't take off my shoes. In the other senses, it might be a good idea to actually physically touch the earth, touch the grass, even hug trees if that seems silly. But you are getting in touch with the energy of that, and you're really grounding yourself. So I think that's going to be very helpful for you. And with the Fool, it looks like she's kind of standing on I don't think she's actually on the ground. But she's on the ground, I think barefooted. Yeah, she's barefooted here on the ground. So I also think it says to spend time in the sun. You might need vitamin D. For some of you, there's very sunshiny energy. And obviously, I think this is pretty clear to take some time alone and time to yourself. And that actually goes along with the pleasure card. So you can take that as you will. Then you also, I mean, we have Leo and Aries here, prominent. And I'm thinking Gemini as well. So what other self-care do you need to do? I feel like there's something you need to commit to. And I'm thinking more than likely what you need to commit to is yourself. I mean, even if you have to do, and this seems silly too, I'm going to say some silly things maybe, which just comes to mind. Even if you have to like write your own vows to yourself, what do you commit to yourself to do out of love? Like, what promises are you going to make to yourself? Like, in weddings, it's like in sickness and in health, in for richer, for poorer, whatever, all of that stuff. So what commitments do you make to yourself? And I think at least to think about them, but I think to actually write them down will be helpful. I'm also thinking if you can make that commitment, maybe even buy yourself some kind of a ring. It doesn't even have to be expensive. You can buy shiny rings at, all over the place. So it doesn't have to be something expensive. But maybe even make that great of a commitment that you do a ceremony for yourself. And I know that sounds silly. That might sound silly. But do it for yourself. Like, treat yourself and really have this commitment to you. I mean, if you want to go all out on that commitment, have your own quinceañera when you're 30, 40 years old. It doesn't matter, 50. Or anywhere in between, over or under. Just, commit to you. And with the dragonfly, it says, be lighthearted and things coming to light. So being lighthearted. And also you have the sun and the fool. And this is a call to play. Nurture yourself, play. If you can even find like a playground, I think it might be good for you to go to a playground or a carnival. Do stuff you would enjoy doing as a kid. Swing on a swing, slide on a slide, play out in the freaking rain in puddles, go swimming, catch, and be careful if you catch butterflies, make sure not to hurt them, but, do things you would do as a kid. Play hide and seek. And if you have kids or have kids, around you, it would be great to play with them, to really get in touch with your playful, carefree side. Take a new risk, take a new leap of faith, choose a new path. There's something here about your path as well, because we have the golden path here. And I'm feeling in this path is leading to the sun, happiness, joy, freedom. And I'm hearing, pick a new path, choose a new direction. Whatever the new direction is, if you did have a choice between two things, choose the new direction. I feel like there may be a risk you need to take or something you're afraid of, you may need to do. Some of you might actually be afraid of flying, and maybe that has gotten in your way of something. So if anything, now I don't even purport say like face all of your fears, jump off a high-rise building with a bungee cord. I mean, even in a safe way. If that's not something you want to do, if it's not, if it's not part of what you feel for sure is your life purpose or getting in the way of what you really want in your life, I don't think you have to face the fear. But if you have fear of things that are getting in the way of what you want for your life, such as fear of flying, and that's preventing you from maybe going on an overseas trip or something like that you've really wanted to do, that is a fear worth facing. Somehow I overcame my fear of flying. It was crazy. I was terrified, but whatever your fear is, whatever is holding you back from what you really want to do in life or what you feel is your purpose to do in life, those are the fears that you should take that time to face and work through. And love is definitely another thing. We have, love, get some, give some. It will cheer you up. So anything, anybody, well, kinda. So you could also, maybe you need to do a love spell, a love magic spell, light a red candle and do some loving intentions. And if you wanted to work with the essential oils for love, you could do rose oil, I think patchouli, jasmine, those work. Take a spiritual bath in some of those oils, light a nice red candle, get some loving messages, maybe even play some romantic music, or if you want to do that by an altar that you have or something like that. And that's if you don't have love. Otherwise, indulge yourself in love. Indulge yourself. If you do have a partner, indulge yourself in your partner. Throw some romance in there. Be abundance-minded as well. Look at what you have and count your blessings of what you do have. And there's a lot of things that we take for granted until we lose it. Like if we turn on the water and have clean water come out, or if we have hot water, or if we have entertainment. You know, somehow you're able here to watch YouTube. That's a blessing. Not everybody has that blessing. You know, if you don't have pain in your body, if you can walk, I mean, even if you do, but you can walk, you can talk, you can see, you can think. There are so many things we don't even realize that a good majority of us are blessed. And we're blessed with life in general. And we have love and acceptance here. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. So I think that's, you know, choose loving, happy thoughts. Choose abundance-minded thinking. You have abundance here twice. I didn't even notice that till now. You have abundance twice. And this energy kind of looks very similar to me. The sun and this love and acceptance card with all that yellow. And I think maybe working on your solar plexus chakra and your confidence. Also, the sun card is heart-centered. It's like Leo. And I realize that's solar plexus, but I feel Leos are very heart-centered people, even and fiery. But that's my take on the matter. So don't be afraid to love. Do some love spells if you can. Add some romance to your life. Also, if it's give some to get some when it comes to love. I think maybe like giving to others. Like if you, whether it's money can be helpful. And I say to not just give money, give it with a blessing, give it with a prayer, give it with good intention. Put your focus on that positive intention and like really connect to it as an energetic exchange when you give money, even if you're giving money. But you may also want to give your time or your attention to some cause that you really care about, to some animals, to some people, a neighbor you know needs help. That's one of those things, and I realize that's helping somebody else, but that's one of the major things that helps people feel good. And this is saying get some to give, get some and give some. So be on the receiving end, allow people to love you, allow someone to serve you when they're offering you their service in a positive sense, obviously, not someone manipulating you. But allow yourself to receive and don't give away more of your energy than you're receiving back. Obviously, unless we're dealing with, you know, young children or pets, I mean, they can't do this stuff for us. You understand what I mean. Like you're just giving and giving to someone who's just not giving to you, is not reciprocating. Just don't give, you know, more than they are, generally speaking. You know, give to charity, give to places and people you want to give to, but in general, relationships goes both ways. Oh, here's the other path. It says create your own path again. So you have the golden path, create your own path, and there's purples in here as well. There's a lot of purple going on for you, which has to do with your third eye. So maybe meditations on your third eye, or working on opening up your third eye, or even, you know, just strengthening that if it's already open. And I feel like as you do that and you meditate, you are gonna be on the path to abundance if you're not already. But it's either going to show you that path, or it's going to confirm your path. Because here you have love and joy and abundance and pleasure and commitment and freedom, lightheartedness, and just hope and releasing the old. I feel like you're releasing. And as you ground, you're going to be releasing. And it does say plan a vacation. So you can take that literally if that's something you want to do, even if you don't have the money for it right now. Maybe make a plan to start saving for it. Look it up online, envision it, do some manifestation work around that. And I just kind of like skipped over the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, and I think that's probably related to move beyond drama and make room for good energy. So the Eight of Swords is you keeping yourself, it's some like false beliefs. So I would really pay attention to false beliefs around some things. And I want to try to explain what that is. Like, I don't know, what is a false belief? Like, you got the love of money as the root of all evil. Now, I know that's in the Bible, and I can see where the love of money is the root of all evil. But, that's taken as money is the root of all evil. But this is, when it says the love of money is the root of all evil, it's greed. That people who are willing to kill, steal, and destroy to get money. And it's not true. Money is not evil. Money is, energy to exchange for things. And just as anything else, we can use it for positive. We can use it for good. We can use it to love people. We can use it to love ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So changing one of those beliefs and kind of examining your thoughts and releasing those old beliefs that don't serve you anymore. So I think that is what I have for you. If you wear the color yellow or purple, that might be very good for you as well. Eat yellow fruits and yellow foods and purple foods also. It's a suggestion. I'm really seeing fruit in particular. It's going to be helpful for you. I wanted to say a fruit scrub. I don't know what that is. Well, maybe I'm sure there's fruit scrubs. But anyway, that's what I have for you, Pile 1. I hope that inspired and encouraged you, gave you some insight. If that resonated, please put a sun in the comments, or just let me know how it resonated. I really appreciate when people do that, and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. I do upload new content most days, and I thank you so much for coming to my channel. Have a beautiful and blessed day wherever you are in the world, and I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Hi, pile 2. This is your reading if you chose the Tiger's Eye stone bracelet. So you may deal with anxiety or something. Tiger's Eye could help you on that. That is supposed to be good for anxiety. We're going to take a look at your cards. What self-care do you need? What self-care do you need to do? That is the exact one. So we have card number 54, watch a movie. Next we have card number 25, ground yourself. And next we have card number 29, journal. That's from the Self-Care Oracle deck. From the Island Time Wellness deck, we have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. The Chaser, chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. And then from the Rebel deck, and just a warning, if you don't like the Rebel deck, it does have some swears. It could be a little bit sarcastic, seemingly rude, but it's more flippant and supposed to be humorous, but it has good advice, so I was going to use it. I actually like this deck, but I just want to let you know if it's something you don't like, then you probably won't want to watch. But I'm not going to use it for every reading. I'll let you know. So it says, be effing grateful. Shit could be so much worse. Ain't that the truth? Then this one says, stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person, just effing stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Okay, so this is a message that's actually coming through clearly for those of you who are in this situation. So it feels like you might be in separation from someone or in a situationship, some kind of back and forth thing. And even if you're not physically chasing, but you may be stalking their profiles or trying to text them and they don't text you back, but you double text, or you're trying to call them or doing whatever you're doing. I'm not saying this is saying give up on them, but pull your energy back into yourself. And I think that's going to do wonders actually for your mental health, to focus on letting that go and releasing. Get into your divine feminine energy and a place of receiving. And that's if you're divine feminine. If you're divine masculine, I think you can pull a little bit back into your divine feminine. If you know you have that feeling like it's causing you anxiety to do it, then you know you need to pull back your energy, or you're thinking about it all the time. And I know that sometimes that can be difficult when you're in that situation. So I'm going to read that one more time. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person, just effing stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. And I'm not saying your purse isn't worth it, but you are worth it. I know. And yeah, you deserve someone who knows you're worth it. All right. From the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Nine of Wands. From the, what is this? Muse Tarot, we have the Three of Materials, which is the Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles. And next we have the Seven of Emotions, which is the Seven of Cups. From the Keepers of the Light Oracle, we have Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So this is saying that your thoughts are creating these miracles in your life. So what you're focusing on and putting your intention to is going to be creating miracles for you. And it's still saying release resistance. One of those things, release resistance on whatever, and I know that's hard to do when there's something you really, really, really want. Releasing resistance is just, it's hard to explain a step-by-step. It's like, well, just do it, just release resistance. But it's the art of letting go, and letting go isn't always easy. But I do think that's going to help you. So how do you, focus on something else when you find yourself in the place of resistance, when you find yourself really pushing at something and it's not moving, or when you find yourself like feeling really anxious about it and having to, like this checking on someone. There could be something else in your life of that you're resisting. And it could be something you're creating resistance into, something that you actually want for yourself. To think about something else. And definitely, since your thoughts are magnetic, and it seems like you are, growing spiritually to the point that you are, and the law of attraction is always at work, law of assumption. And I don't think it's as simple as, oh, I thought it, now it comes to me. But there's a whole slew of things and energies of how we, create our experiences and draw things to us. And thoughts are definitely one of them, because thoughts create feelings, and feelings create behaviors, and behaviors, done over and over again create habits, and habits done over again create character, right? Okay, I'll stop harping on that. Sorry. Next we have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So I do feel there's something you're called to do, something that you're inspired to do that you may have been blocking. Because that comes under resistance. There's something about it that makes you fearful or wants you to defend yourself. Or maybe you're afraid to get out there and be seen. And I'm feeling this is saying to share your gifts. Like, move on that inspiration. Like, positive, what is it? Positive inspiration. That's not even what I'm looking for. But when you're positively inspired to move forward, then do something. You're inspired to move forward with love, with grace, with passion. And grace is God's ability to do what we can't do on our own. So whatever you believe God is, universe or something, there is a greater empowerment to do something. Like if you tried to do a slip and slide without water, and it's like the grace to slide on the slip and slide is the water added to it. I'm telling all these fun stories here. And I also feel that, because it says love is coming to you, it feels like miracles are coming in. Love, if you don't already, I think all kinds of love. But romantic partner, and I'm not actually even seeing that specifically here, but I do feel that for you. About, I just think there's a lot of love. I think there's friendship. Okay, this is not about what's coming for you. What do you need to do for self-care? Let me get back on. Now we have card number 42, organization. Purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. That's the magical spell deck. And then we have card number 18, best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. Next we have the Mystic. And this is from the Universal Love Oracle deck. And then we have answered prayer. So definitely if you pray, if you do magic, or you're familiar with manifestation work, and even if you're not, I think you need to look into it and start doing that. I do feel that some of the self-care you need, that spirit, however you call God, universe, angels, they do want you, for your own self-care, to make a plan. Like, think about your purpose. Think about what makes you on fire. All of those things, like within your soul. What inspires you? What are you drawn to magnetically in life? The activities, the people. What about those things are drawing you in? What do you really value? What do you care about? What really matters to you? I feel that you need to journal about that, what goals you would like to set, and start to write that down. Write out your ideal life and create affirmations around them, the different goals you have, and make a plan. And you don't have to work on every goal at one time, but grab a vision for your life and a plan to get there. And I'm also feeling collaboration and building. So this could be something you're doing with other people as well. Maybe you'd want to get into a group. There could be a group that does bullet journaling, or you could learn about that, do something online, learn about, purpose and goal setting and things like that, especially if you're not clear. Because it looks like to me that you're not fully clear on everything you want to do. It looks like you have a lot of ideas, you have opportunities, but you're not fully centered. So I'm feeling, and I feel like there's something else here that you're holding on to and resisting. You're resisting it. I know it sounds funny that, holding on to something too tightly creates resistance. And first, releasing that resistance And that's by like paying attention to the other things, the things where you know is strong resistance. Pay attention to these other things in your life. But I also feel like you have so many options and so many thoughts, and I really feel like you have to clarify your thoughts, clarify the things you really want. And I think getting involved in a group and exchanging ideas, like bullet journaling group or goal setting group, even online or if it's in person. I mean, even maybe a prayer meditation group. Get to a group among psychics, because we have ground yourself here, and I do feel this very strong need to ground yourself. I feel that very soon, once you like release that and you're doing this stuff, that your luck is changing and miracles are coming in. And definitely be grateful for the little things. Be grateful for all of it. And that's another thing you could journal about, is your gratitude. Just even take 1 to 3 things every day. Part of that is, research proves that actually increases positive mood and decreases stress, particularly over time. And it gets better over time, actually. Then here is watch a movie. And if you have an animal, a cat, or a loved one to cuddle with them if they let you. My cat doesn't let me all the time. Get all comfy, watch something you really like to do, or do some Netflix and chill. Don't feel guilty about it. Take a day to just freaking rest, lay down, eat some dang snacks, drink a drink of your choice. Have your own slumber party for yourself. Do your freaking facial or whatever, your nails, put on some lotion, watch a horror movie festival. I don't know. Blue is really standing out here in your reading, so I'm thinking your throat chakra, something about speaking and listening and your message that you have to give to the world, the inspiration that you have to give. And I do feel, starting out in some kind of a group is going to help you out here. Taking part in prayer and meditation. If you're a mystic, to take part in a group that, about strengthening your psychic gifts. I don't care how strong you are, psychically or spiritually, there's always more to learn. And, the stronger people, when you're strong spiritually, that you always could learn more. I don't care, how great you are. That's my opinion. I don't know, maybe there are a few in the world that ever... Well, I still think the universe is so vast. In the human body, I don't think with the human mind that we can fully comprehend it. All right, so that's what I have for you. I am also thinking, take some photos. Like, dress up, look your best, feel good, smell good. I don't care if you're going somewhere or not. If you have somewhere to go. Go out to the movie theater or something like that. If you have someone to go with, awesome. But take a lot of photos. Like, look your best and feel your best and take some dang photos. And if you want to do it by yourself, go ahead. If you have friends you want to do it with, family, animals, go ahead. But I feel like taking a photo shoot of yourself, like dressing yourself up real nice, even if you want to like change clothes and do that, smell really nice, really good, really hot. Whether or not you're doing it, in harmony with someone else, do it for yourself to make yourself feel good. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. If this resonated, please like and comment with, if there's a blue butterfly in there, that would be nice. A blue butterfly or a kitty cat. And I thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please do that. I do upload new content most days. And if you have any suggestions for future readings, you can put that in the comments. Also, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. I offer private readings. You can email me, personal private readings. You can email me at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com if you would like one of those. And we're going to go on to pile number 3. Hi, pile 3. This is your reading if you chose the rose quartz bracelet. I don't know, the last couple of days I've been running along on these. So this reading is, what self-care do you need to do? And we're going to pull your cards and talk about them. From the Self-Care Oracle, we got card number 37, Music. I don't know why I'm thinking jazz club. I keep on thinking jazz club. I'm thinking of this club with ambiance and a place to go. Either you play music there, you could go there, or look for some place that just has some ambiance, or maybe there's a place you know of, because like here we have this place, it's like a bar and it serves really old-time drinks like in the 30s and 40s, and they dress up like that, but it really has that ambiance of like the 30s and 40s, so it's pretty cool. And that's what that made me think of. And then we have sex, card number 44, obviously only if you're 18 and over. And then we have card number 11, Connect with Crystals. From the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle, we have Healthy Choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Just be happier, okay? Make healthy choices. Self-care done. Reading over. I'm just kidding. Okay. Mask. Not showing the true feelings. Hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Next we have, and this is from the Rebel deck, and the Rebel deck could be offensive to some people. There are some swears, kind of sarcastic, and could be rude, but I think they're kind of funny, and the point of the messages are pretty good, and that's why I'm using it. So, but if you don't like that, I will be doing most of my readings without them, but sometimes I'm going to use them, and I'll let you know when I do. Okay, so here they are, with that caveat. It's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. You are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. I had one the other day that called me a mess. They said, "You're a mess, clean yourself up." And I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I got a good laugh. I think that's the best laugh I've gotten recently. This says, believe what you see. Face reality or live in effing la la land. Choose bravely. Huh. Interesting. From the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. Next we have the Nine of Emotions, Nine of Cups, and that's the Muse Tarot. The Mariah Carey song Emotions is coming to me, but I don't know what that has to do with this reading. But anyhow, since it came to my mind, I'm saying it. Now, the Emperor. That's a feminine emperor. Next we got the Miriam, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Next we have Kuthumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Once again, this pile is saying, you know the answer you seek. Reading done. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being a dork. Sorry. And from the Magic Spell deck, we have card number 40, Psychic Protection. Around me now, a shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. Then we have card number 23, Romance. Romance, it is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. Go and buy yourself some flowers. I mean, I don't know why some of these same cards come up. It's interesting. Then we have other completely different readings. Then we have Expectancy. Yeah, buy yourself some damn flowers. Carnations, roses, lilies. Whatever you really like, buy some flowers. You're not allergic. And Reflection. So apparently you're supposed to have sex. Spirit wants you to have sex. Have some romance in your life. Now, obviously, always be safe, but to really like tap into that sexual and romantic energy. This is self-care here. You can romance your dang self, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, like I'm seeing here, I mean, she has like pretty tattoos going on, and there's an energetic exchange here, but I'm also seeing the lingerie. So, like wearing nice lingerie or nice underwear, pajamas that are romantic, you know, let yourself, I always say light candles, love candles, put on your best perfume or your best cologne, you know, treat yourself, take yourself out for a nice dinner. I mean, otherwise, like really, if you have a partner or someone else you would like to do that with, I mean, ask them out on the date. I mean, you know, this is not my normal relationship advice, but ask someone out on a date, plan a date, male or masculine or feminine. If you want some romance, create it for yourself. Play some nice music. Play music that resonates with your freaking soul. Like, turn that on. Turn on healing frequencies. But I'm thinking, like a drummer circle. Have you ever heard of one of those? But I think it's kind of like a group of drummers. Just crap. If you have a drum or a tambourine, I'm thinking also that resonance, that frequency, is going to help to bring you in alignment. So anything you can do musically, and however you can move musically or hear musical sounds. Now that could also be in nature. It could be freaking crickets at night if you like that. I hear them every night. Or flowing water or the wind through the trees. But those resonant frequencies, something musical. And also, this one, connect with crystals. You might benefit with some rose quartz, because there's a lot of, you know, pink stones here, or angel aura quartz, thinking. You can look up exactly what those things do, but rose quartz I know is for self-love and is for the heart. Like wearing some of it, meditating with it. I have a bunch of rose quartz. I love rose quartz. I love pink. You might be someone who loves pink as well. We have a lot of roses here. So I think wear red, eat some red foods. I mean, that really affects your, some of you may have been born in June and could be Cancers or Geminis. Because I'm seeing the rose, and the rose is the June flower. We also have the lily, and lily makes me think of Easter. You could also have a birthday around Easter. This is also saying, I mean, some of you can do some scrying. So I'm thinking of getting some kind of a, like being surrounded by crystals and like looking in the mirror at yourself by candlelight and say Bloody Mary. No, I'm just kidding. I'm having issues today with my little jokes because I don't know who I'm going to offend with my jokes. But anyway, but look into the mirror and visualize the answers you seek, because it feels like you're going to receive sacred vision. You have sacred vision and cloak of wisdom, and I'm just picturing in a dark lit room, and hopefully that's not scary to you. If that's scary, then do it in a light room, you know. But I'm thinking a dark lit room with candles and crystals, and setting that intention and looking at yourself in the mirror with the intention of finding the answers you seek. And you may even have a vision of the answer that you're looking for. And this is also telling me that you are psychically protected if you do this. Some of you might actually be afraid, because I'm feeling some fear. You might be afraid of the dark or something in your house, some kind of an evil spirit. And I do feel like crystals can move that energy away, as well as lighting those candles and the flowers, bringing that into your space. And we have, man, I wasn't even looking at this, we have reflection. That definitely, that mirror message is for you. And I feel literally looking at your own reflection and doing that work. I can really envision that. And this is saying too, if you're afraid of something in your house, I almost feel like it's masquerading. Like it's not what you think it is, and it's wearing a mask. I feel like it's afraid. I know that's weird. But one, since this came out, I believe you are protected. You are protected in your mind as well. You are protected. And see, he's running to battle. And I feel like you're battling for your dreams. You're battling towards your goals. And you're going to reach Emperor status. Masculine or feminine. Like this is a feminine Emperor. And I feel like people are going to be following you. But I think that's also saying to focus on your stability. You are protected. And I feel a very strong foundation for you of protection. And so I like here for the, also like with the sage or the Palo Santo, the crystals, doing that mirror work. I'm feeling like putting a golden light. It says here in a shield of gold, psychic protection around me now, a shield of gold protecting me strong and bold. And it's a number 4 card too. So that's where I'm getting, well, you can think about spell as you like cleanse your space. But I do feel a very safe energy. So if you are concerned about safety, but I feel you are going to be getting visions. So I really, really suggest you do those mirror works, that mirror work for reflection with crystals. I think I'm feeling an altar too. Maybe building an altar for yourself of whatever makes you feel in touch, spiritual, in touch with the elements. What makes you feel spiritual? I mean, whatever it is that gets you in touch with spirit. If it's pictures of your family, if it's just a, I don't know, someone sent you a card that really gets you in touch with your spiritual essence. Yeah, make healthy choices. And saying see things as they are too. I think you're really going to reflect and see things as they are in that time of reflection. And build yourself an altar and meditate there. Yeah, there's a lot of altar energies here as well. And yeah, it says be happy, make healthy choices. So I do feel like some of you need to drink some water. We do have water signs here. Maybe a I'm thinking too much. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What is this? I think you're going to be seeing clearly. You're going to be having, you probably have visions. If you don't yet, I think that's something you could definitely do or be, is clairvoyant. And do that scrying, looking in the mirror. And I was feeling earlier too, there is something, I feel like there's something you have to tell somebody. I don't know if it's a secret or something you just have never told anybody ever. You have to tell someone trusted. Or if there's someone you know that you need to tell them the truth. The truth of your feelings. And I'm not saying negative truths. It could be very positive truths. Something you're holding back. I don't know, some of you might be pregnant and holding that back and not saying it yet. or you have feelings for someone and you're not telling them, or maybe you have something from your childhood that you've never told anybody, or just from your life that you never told anybody, and it would be very healing for you to talk about it. Make sure to choose, someone who is trustworthy. And I also feel like you may take on too much responsibility. There is one thing, that there are people who do not take accountability for any of their actions whatsoever. And you do have some people who take accountability for everybody else's actions. So you know which one you are. If you overly take accountability, like you take accountability for what other people do, for events around you, rather than taking accountability for your own thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, and how you process and respond and react emotionally, even if you feel the emotions. So that part's on you, and taking accountability for you, but let go of what's not your responsibility. And I think that's another thing for you to do, to take care of yourself. And yes, healthy choices, healthy foods, healthy taking walks, healthy choices in relationships, hydration, healthy products that you put on your skin. Pretty much a lot of things that you put on your skin does actually seep in. And I've heard it said that don't put anything, on your skin that you don't want soaking into your body. Some of it doesn't get down that low, but some of it does. Because I've heard of people getting poisoned just through their skin. So, not saying you're going to get poisoned, but I'm thinking, do your best to try, to keep things off your skin, bad stuff. And care for your skin, and care for your, your appearance. Brush your hair. I don't know why I'm saying that. Get your hair done, Yeah, get your hair done up. I don't know why I'm thinking that. Or get a new style. Definitely if you're thinking of a new style, a new color, a new cuts, do it. It's time to make a change and see that man in the mirror. Man in the mirror, Michael Jackson. We're talking about the mirror. There's something really big on the mirror for you. In the mirror for you. So you can also look up mirror magic or scrying or something like that, so you can see more into that, because I don't know that much about it. But anyhow, I thank you so much for coming to my channel. I hope that inspired and encouraged you. If that resonated, please put I don't know if there's probably a mirror somewhere in those emojis, right? Put a mirror in the comments. Let me know if there's any readings you would like me to do in the future, and I will take a note of those. Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. I do personal private readings. You can email me for that at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com. And I thank you so much for coming to my channel. I love you all. Thank you for sharing, subscribing, donating, getting personal readings. Anything you do, anything at all, watching, even if you do nothing else, sending me some blessings, even if you don't like me, whatever it is, or if you do, anything you do, it blesses me, and I very much appreciate you. We're not alone, and I'm not alone. Feel like there's people, my soul tribe. Well, thank you. Have a wonderful day or evening. Goodbye.